Ai de vós, doutores da lei, que tirastes a chave da ciência. Vós mesmos não entrastes e impedistes os que entravam.
Hey Science Reappraisers, thanks for coming over. This is a first in a series of articles that a young gent called Dean Hawke, that's his YouTube channel, no relation to me, made. When he started to research the flat earth theory, he decided to go down to his local library and see what he could find, and he found over 100 articles in the microfiche of the old newspapers. So I'm going to read this out and I hope you enjoy. This first one is from the Evening Telegraph, Monday, November 21st, 1921. Earth flat and the sun very small. Revolutionary theories taught in US schools. Ice barrier to keep mariners from falling off world. Revolutionary theories of a flat world and the absence of gravitation is being taught at the high schools of Zion, Illinois, USA, by order of the state's Board of Education. The new course of study teaches that the Earth is a flat circular world with a North Pole in the exact center, no South Pole, and surrounded by a wall of ice which keeps venturesome mariners from falling off the rim. It is also taught that the Earth has no motion and remains stationary in space, and that the Sun is not millions of miles in diameter and 91 million miles away, but it is really a little orb 32 miles across and only 3,000 miles from the Earth. The law of gravitation is held to be a fallacy by the State Board of Education, and Mr. Wilbur Glenn Voliva, its president, says that when objects are thrown into the air, they continue to rise until the force which propels them is expended, and then fall back to the earth because they are heavier than air. A special kind of map is used in the schools to demonstrate the flat world theory, and it shows that the Earth as it would look to an observer directly above the North Pole, with the continents and seas projected onto a flat plane. As a result, the North Pole is in the center, and instead of a South Pole, the Antarctic regions are indicated by a white ring around the outer circumference of the circle. This ring, according to Mr. Voliva, is the ice barrier which keeps the mariners from falling off the edge of his flat world. A puzzle propounded. Miss Mary Thompson, principal of the Zion School and an ardent believer in the Voliva theories, has propounded a question which she believes will puzzle all scientists and navigators. Showing on her flat map that the Tropic of Cancer, 43 degrees from the North Pole, was a much smaller circle than the Tropic of Capricorn, 47 degrees farther away, Miss Thompson says, navigators on a globular Earth would find, if they were to sail completely round either of these tropics, that they would be identically the same length. On a flat Earth, however, the Tropic of Capricorn would be much larger than the Tropic of Cancer, and would take much longer to sail round because of a flat Earth. Cancer would be nearer the center or North Pole. Why not some of the globular Earth believers try sailing round the two tropics and find out whether or not we are correct? The globular people certainly can't prove curvature of the Earth. Miss Eva Baker, teacher of geography, demonstrates to her class that the sun is only a comparatively tiny orb. If the sun was as large as it is said to be, she says, it would light up the whole world, instead of confining its hottest rays to a 3,000-mile wide belt between the two tropics. Both teachers say that their pupils grasp the theory of the flat world readily and accept the theory because it appears to them as rational. Very interesting. So, in 1921, the sun was apparently 91 million miles away, and since then we've added 2 million miles to that figure. I think it started out at 3 million miles according to I can't remember who it was first that said that, but we've gone from 3 million to 93 million in a few hundred years. So yeah, I thought you might find that interesting, and thanks to Dean Hawke for sending that.
Não deixe de se inscrever no canal e compartilhe o nosso conteúdo se você gostar.